welcome you all here tonight for this is our first town hall meeting. So welcome you all here tonight. As always, we'll start this meeting off with a prayer, and we do it for the rest of our meeting. This is the part that you wish not to participate in, allow you to excuse yourself now. But if not, we'll go right into prayer. And Councilman Moore, I ask that you open up with prayer.
Heavenly Father, who art in heaven, Master, we come before you right now, Master, with humble hearts, Master, and open minds, Lord God. And Master, we just pray right now that you will intercede in this building, in this place, Master, let your Holy Spirit dwell, Lord God. And Master, I just pray right now that hearts and minds will be receptive, Lord God, and that we will follow your will, but not mankind's will. We ask for these blessings in our Son Christ Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Let the minute reflect that we have the council person and mayor is present on tonight and city manager. First agenda item is water bill delinquent payment discussion. As you all know, we've had an issue with delinquent water bills coming into this administration. I think one of the things that we want to do is try to knock that down as much as we can, all of it we can. And I think we've come up with a resolution to do so. So I'll allow city manager to give you that plan, and then we'll open it up for discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So before you all, Mr. Mayor and Council, we have a report that provides a listing of all of the outstanding delinquent accounts, which is a total of $355,688.42. And this reflects various accounts throughout our city. What we're proposing is that we did mail out in our last month bill statement to our residents about their outstanding balance. We've had some customers that have come inside and they've made payments and made their accounts current. However, we still have several accounts that are still outstanding. We definitely understand the financial situation of our residents and what's happening throughout our city. But we also recognize that we have an operation that we must run. So we're recommending to have our citizens, if they're able to pay half of their bill by August the 1st and the remaining half by August 31st. This would have given our citizens a total of 90 days to have got their bills current. We think we're very generous with this request. Certain other cities, even close to us, are definitely not as generous as or accommodating as we are with our citizens. So again, we are asking that our citizens, if they're able to go ahead and pay half their bill by August the 1st and the remaining of their outstanding balance by August 31st, which will be a total of 90 days they would have had to pay their bill.
What's the concern of the council? What's the concern of the council?
Mr. Mayor, we also, if there are citizens that would like to speak with us about their bills, that's one of the purposes of having this open forum as well.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Stevens, what were the dates again?
August 1st will be half of their outstanding balance. August 31st will be the remaining balance. Outstanding balance.
More questions or concerns from the council?
Mr. Simmons, just one question. I know we had already talked about it and discussed this. This issue was already on the table before you came in. But once you have came in, you have something in place to make sure that the bills and stuff are getting, well, you can't make sure that the bills are getting paid, but if they're not getting paid within that month, and we have someone to go out and cut them off or handle the issue that we have in hand, because I know a lot of this stuff, when you look at it, it accumulated over months, and some of them have said it's been, years since they're paid. But do we have something in place so we will make sure we won't be back in this predicament again?
Yes, sir. We will be doing cutoffs on August 31st if the bills are not paid. If there are some circumstances that are beyond our citizens' control, and there's something that you know, if I need to bring to you all a one-on-one situation like that. But at this point, we think we've been very accommodating to our citizens, providing 90 days to get their bills current.
I think what, Councilman Smith is saying is, if we're putting something in place, or we would be putting something in place, is if the water bill is due on the bill, then if it's not paid on the 6th by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., will it be turned off? That way, we don't see this happening again.
Yes. Well, I don't know the date, I don't know if we want to do 1 day or 2 days grace period or something, but we should have a time frame in place that if our citizens don't pay the bill by, say, the 15th, then 17th or 16th is turned off. But we should not go like we've done in the past.
So, Mr. Mayor, just one more thing to that. I think we probably had to have another conversation, but can we get a date and a time just so we can already have it on the table and send it out to the citizens in their water bill for the future? So it won't be, they didn't know. Because like I said, I understand, this is not an issue that just don't happen over one time. You know, I look at some of these bills and outstanding balance of it. There's no way that much water will be used in a month, so it got to be something that have been happening for a while, but it hasn't happened, and we're trying to correct it now. But just make sure that we have a conversation to get a date. If the bill is due on the 5th, say if you don't have it paid by the 10th, then you know you're gonna be cut off. You know what I'm saying? So we won't have to deal with the issues that we're dealing with now, but we have citizens saying they didn't know, or this situation happened, or that situation happened. The reason why they didn't pay their water bill.
Yes, sir.
Councilman,
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, thank you for all this information, but my only concern is, you know, I brought this up in the past, and it's not a new problem. My thing is now, Mr. Sam, we give them to August the 31st to be current. My only concern is, I look at some people's names on here, that it really might be some hardship for them to pay all of it. I mean, I see some people's names on here with some big numbers on it. And we giving them till August to pay it. And I agree with that date, but the only thing that after that date, I know they'll be turned off. Then, once they turn off, it's a reconnection fee, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's adding on to them. It is what it is, Mr. Sam. I just, my heart, because we shouldn't have never let it got to this with some of these people. We really shouldn't have never got to this. And it's just gonna be a hard pill to swallow, but I'm okay. I know, you know, we're gonna get a lot of calls. I had a call today on some of this, but we got to August 30th, so they got all July and all of August. Some of them got to come up with a lot of money. But we got to start somewhere, so I support this. I support it.
Thank you, sir.
Councilman,
Of course, I didn't agree with it in the beginning, but I'm asking that we have things on here that deceased, so how you plan on getting that money?
That's a great point, and as you probably know, I don't know if deceased or not. As far as, we will run through the bills again to kind of see if they're deceased or if something like that, and we kind of speak with our city attorney on what ways we can do to collect what's due to the city. As the council member indicated, the bill should have never gotten this far. So going forward, we gotta have something in place similar to our neighboring city. You know, you pay your bill. If you don't pay your bill, your services are cut off. And what we're going to recommend as far as the time frame is very similar to other places. If you don't pay Georgia Power, if you don't pay Snappy Shows, if you don't pay these these utilities, your services are off. We have been more than accommodating here. And I think as far as to run an operation, the expectations that you all have for our employees, the expectations that our citizens have for our city, we have to run an operation effective and efficient like others do.
So is there anything, any money that the city have that we can help these people bring these up to date?
That would be a decision, the board would have to make. That would be you all's call. That would be you all's call.
I think before we came to this point, Larry and myself had a discussion before Sims got here, and we was actually, thought that we could use some ARPA funds to take care of it, but we was told by GMA that we could not. So this is not our first time visiting this. We've gone through several different things, different ways, looking to see how to make this go away. And this is the only way that we can do it.
Also, I don't think that 3 months is gonna give them enough time to pay back some of these large amounts that's on here. 3 months, and first of all, second of all, if you turn my water off on the third day after I didn't pay it on the first time, like the 10th, and you're gonna cut it off on the 13th, you're gonna be out there a lot of days, because every month you're gonna turn it off, turn it right back on. So that's gonna definitely have to be something that we put in place to say a month maybe. The next month, give them opportunity to pay the bill.
That would be a decision you all have to make. I just do know that other communities, they're not as lenient as we are. If your due date is on 3rd, you're expected to pay your bill by the 3rd.
I fully understand that, but I do not understand how you expect some of these people to come up that's getting a monthly check with this kind of money within 3 months. So I think that we need to really think about this again. And like I said, I didn't agree with it in the beginning, but I'm here, and this is where everybody else did, and I'm fine with that, and that's why I have these questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hey, a couple of questions, Mr. Sims. One of the first things is, I agree with basically everything that everybody's already said. Have we looked at some of these actual accounts to make sure that they're not the same physical address? Because if someone is lapsed on their pay list, they can easily put it in someone else's name. So that's something that we need to take into account, as well.
And we are looking into that as well.
Okay. Secondly, on August 31st, but that's gonna be a hard cutoff day. I think that this governing body, along with the mayor, we need to create some sort of standard operating procedure on how that's gonna look, but we all need to agree on that before August 31st. So that month to month, we'll know, and our customers will also know when the hard cutoff date will be. But along the lines of what Councilwoman Rivers just indicated, there are some ranges on here that I don't know if people are gonna be able to take care of in a 90-day span. We're gonna look at alternative measures after that 31st or that August 31st is just a hard cut date.
That's a great point. And I will say, when we when we mailed out this in their last bill statement, I each day would ask staff, have we had any citizens come in with some of these large amounts to inquire, or say they need a payment arrangement, anything? And we haven't had any responses. Some customers who were, very small amount, we've sent out something to pretty much all of them. They immediately came in and paid their past due balance. So I just don't want us to create a situation where our citizens who are paying timely, and then the citizens who are not paying, we're rewarding them, and the citizens that are doing what's right, we're not taking that into accommodation. The people who are paying and they're doing what's right, I think it's fair for all to do the same thing. It's expected for all to do the same thing.
So the list that we have right now, this is a tally of our overall customer base currently.
Yes.
This right here is not an indication of individuals that may be deceased or have left the community, or somebody else is on that account, it's an account holder without physical address?
I don't know if they're deceased or not. I did ask to run a report, and we can kind of go back in and see, a little bit more details as far as, the status that way.
And my questions are not putting anybody on the spot. I know that, this right here is an overall query of our customer base, but.
For not over 90 days, I asked for over 90 days.
Okay. So these are the customers that are over 90 days to hit.
Yes.
beyond 90 days to hit.
Yes. And
Again,
90 days is 3 months.
again, to all fairness, it's not personal at all. We're conducting the business of the city of Greenwood. And so what does it say? We need to pay my water bill on time, and then somebody else can go 90 days or 120 days without paying their whatever. So a new person comes up and say, hey, we got a bill for this, I'm not paying my water bill. And then what do we do then?
By law, you can't get free utilities.
Correct.
And that's what we've been doing, we've been giving free utilities.
Well, one more thing, Mr. Mayor, to the city manager. What I do know won't happen is, once those, all the 30 is here, once they're paid, it's fine, the one have them paid, it's cut off. So that's gonna be a message to the whole city. You gotta pay utilities on time, if not, you're gonna be cut off. It gotta be just that simple if we gonna get this and get it and keep it in line.
Yes, sir.
I always said, I pay mine every month, everybody else need to pay theirs. I see some names on here, and I definitely can't go in nobody's pocket. But I think some folks' names on here just been given away. And some of them might be harsh. I think some of them on here just been using this city. We've been too many.
And also, there was a program last year that we sent out through, the DCA.
Thank you, sir.
Through DCA, informing the citizens that there was some type of stipend that they could actually sign up for.
If I'm not mistaken, the letters that you just recently sent out had references of individuals, entities that they can also contact. This was great.
Yes, correct.
So I think we did our due diligence and getting the information out there. And also, we contacted our attorney this morning to see if we could do anything for our seniors. We're waiting for him to get back with us, but again, that's a thin line. But you can't do one that you're not doing for them.
That was the catch to me, Mr. Mayor. It's just my heart. I see some senior citizens on this list. We got to conduct the business of the city. Just this.
And the only request I would have, with this, for the team is that prior to us going to August 31st, let's make sure that we don't have any issues on our side as far as faulty equipment, things of that nature. So that we're not actually wrongly penalizing someone, for something that may not be accurate, and that may be the responsibility of the city.
That's exactly correct. Yes, sir.
Any more questions? Any questions, comments, or concerns coming from the public?
For the water bill, how many days was the grace period? Because it wasn't like, just using as an example, the water bill due on the first, and then 3 days after that, was it like 5 days or 10 days?
I have no idea.
Because every time I got my water bill, your date, you do here, and I don't know if it was 5 days after that, or 10, I'm not sure, but I know it was due on a certain day, on the 10th. That's when they charge you, so, something like that. You can have it, right?
And that was one of the reasons that I asked Mr. Sale, let's come up with some sort of standard operating procedure so that everyone will know when the hard cutoff date is going to be, when that grace period is. Because right now, I think it's different opinions on when the grace period is. And we need a hard date on when we all know when that grace period is going to be.
Go ahead.
Well, the time that I got my bill, it had when it was due. And then, I guess like, when you made occur, late charges or something, and then the bottom bill, it did say that it was paid by, I'm just guessing, the 17th or something like that, then it'd be subject to cut off or something like that.
Within
I had to have a bill,
within 2 months of that, my concern, a few months ago, you didn't know when you were gonna get your bill. You would get your bill, get money on the 5th, and then maybe go another week, you have to call and ask them, and I said, well, I hadn't sent it out. And that's the way some people, they set up, they got their money, set up on a certain day. So, if your bill get there late, and your cutoff is 2 or 3 days after you get your bill, that's not fair to the citizen. I don't think. When you got a cutoff, it's on the 15th, and you get your bill on the 12th. You should have your bill in advance, I think, way in advance.
I'm sure if there's an error on our side, then we won't do any cutoff.
Correct.
That they would extend, if that is, an issue.
If they're gonna have, like a set cutoff date, shouldn't they have a set date that all the bills go out to all the citizens the same time of the month? Because I'm noticing people get their bills different times of the month than I get mine. And if there's gonna be a set cutoff date, it should be a set deadline. So everybody can get it at the same time, if they're gonna be cut off at the same time.
Great question.
Absolutely right.
All the bills go out the same day. Now, listen, what happens is our mail goes to Atlanta and has to come back. So you it depends on how that's, I don't know what they call that sort goes. Then you may get yours, may not be short, so that doesn't fall on the city of Greenville. We actually put it in on the date, and then it can missort all, human error, it gets thrown in the basket.
So everybody's bill due on the same day of the month?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but what kind of grace period are you gonna put in place if you get this set lock-in cut off at a certain time? Since we already know that there's issues with the mail, not just with the city water bills, but the mail in general. How are you gonna hold somebody, penalize somebody if they don't get their bill on time?
Well, that's what we're discussing now. We will come up with a fair date. Now, I do know, the credit card bill, the mail coming out, that your credit card bill is due on that certain day, so, and you may need to go online, and I think we're gonna set up an online payment option as well. When you don't pay your credit card bill online, then after that date, guess what? You charge that late fee.
Well, speaking of online, the city has an online webpage that hasn't been utilized for months. There's a lot of outdated information, even photographs on it. So if you're gonna require the citizens to use that as an avenue for payments and to be informed about different policies and procedures that are implemented, should that page be kept up to date and notify the citizens of these things that we're discussing, like in this meeting and at City Hall, City Council meetings? Those things, I even brought that up at City Council meeting months ago, that page should be current, so people will know from month to month what's being discussed at the meetings, whether they attend or not, or watch on YouTube. That page is there for information. If you go to any other page for business, they're current. So this one should be having to be kept current as well. If they're gonna start implementing policies, that is a tax dollar thing that we're paying for the citizens. They need to utilize it as well as an information avenue for the citizens.
You are absolutely correct. That's why we met with the web-based designer on Friday. And hopefully within the next 30 days, if that,
Well, it's gonna probably be about 2 months.
About 2 months.
We're working on updating our website as well as our social media platform as we speak right now. So those things have been brought to my attention, and we're addressing those right now.
yes, ma'am.
My name is Elizabeth Grimes, and I'm a 76-year-old senior citizen. And my bill is high, I know it is. But I've been to the city hall about 2 years and asked them, I volunteered and asked them to cut my water off. To cut it off, because I wasn't able to pay. When I pay my house note, that's it. That's my whole check. That's why I told them to cut it off. Because I was going to move with my sister. And I haven't been able to pay nothing but my house note. I have to get food from the food bank and food stamp. That's it. I know it's high, but I've been asking them to cut it off. I went to the mayor, I went to Mr. Carstairs, the mayor gave me an application. I filled it out, sent it to Atlanta, where it said send it, all my information. That been 2 years ago, and I haven't heard a word from everybody y'all had on that last month bill, nobody can help. I called the elderly senior citizen, they can't. That's why I told them to cut mine off, because I couldn't afford to pay my water. And I had to get on prepaid light.
Now, I would like to go on record and say, Ms. Grimes, that you never told me to cut your water off personally.
I called to the city, I don't know how many times, to cut it off. Your workers in there, if they don't notate it, that's not a win.
City manager,
Because I called
not city manager.
them, I'm having a problem with the sewer line. The LL Brown man told me they didn't put the sewer line in right. He pumped it out, they didn't have to come out, they can't come that day and pump it out. Bag it up in the house. They come out there like once a month or every month, pumping it out. Because he said they got to be your ground. But the sewer line ain't right.
And you,
So I just been going through, at my age, and I have dementia too. I remember some things I don't. But I remember going up that tell come cut the water off. I had some left. I couldn't afford to pay for it. But they should have came and cut it out then. When I told them to cut it off.
you're absolutely right. They told
But
me-
they did not.
They should have.
And I know my bill is about 2 years, and I don't pay it out. And actually, I was in a way, you paid it out, that's right. But I heard nothing from them. It was like a 4-page application, and I sent it to a bank with all my information. I never heard, and every time I called, I never got an answer. So I've been trying to get somebody to help me try to pay that bill. But I haven't had anybody to help me. So if, it's fine if y'all put mine off, because in 9 days, ain't no way I have mine. I just be honest with you. I won't take it, because I can't afford it no more. I just have to stay in my house without water, or I go somewhere else. I don't want to lose my house, so I gotta have a roof over my head.
We do understand that. We do understand that.
Well, I've been begging, but I'm not gonna beg no more. They will, I'll put mine off today. I'll be fine. If I be honest, I ain't got no money to pay, gotta pay first. And then y'all won't pay my house, no, you gotta pay the water. That is, What those senior citizens give you? That's it. I don't have nothing left. I'm just an honest person. And if I had, I'd be able to just pay it. I'm not gonna beg no more. I ain't gonna call nobody no more. Just cut it out. That's all I can say. Just cut lines out. I'm not gonna have the 31st of August.
Can I ask Ms. Brown a question?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Brown,
Mm-hmm.
I heard what you said. You do have my sympathy on that. But Ms. Brown, you say you asked them to turn it off.
Yes, I volunteered.
2 years ago.
I'm glad.
So it's been a long time.
Yes.
You've been giving. That's answer.
Water bill after water bill. If you can't afford to pay a bill, you don't.
Thank you, Ms. Brown.
Mr. Mayor, just one question to, the clerk or either the city manager. Do y'all know the numbers that we gave the individuals that we put in the package for the people to contact? Are any of those people reaching out, paying the bills for the citizens? Do you know, have y'all had any type of contact with those, organizations that come and pay the bills from the citizens?
I'm not certain.
We have some that come and pay,
Okay.
Go ahead, Ms.
we have some that come and pay, we have churches that come and pay.
Okay. That's the only thing I wanted, because I know when we first voted on it, we had said that you had put a couple contacts in
Yes.
with the bill stating what we were doing in the process. I just wanted to make sure that the numbers were working and people would actually communicate, because she said she filled out an application going on 2 years and they haven't heard anything. I just want to make sure that the rest of the citizens not being in the same boat with calling the 3 numbers that we provided and not having any feedback. So that's the only thing I was just making sure that we get some type of feedback, either they saying they can do it or can't do it. I want to just make sure that they're, communicating within that, circle of people. Thank you, city manager, and to the city hall, and staff.
Are those just for the senior people, or how does that work?
I don't, Sandra,
It's for anybody that feel like Lord, if they see your need, they'll help you out. It's all up to whoever, contact. It's up to them to pay. And they have, different amounts of their paper, different people.
Yeah, because last year I came to city hall and my bill is extremely high. And that was in August of last year, and they told me I had a leak. So I got the leak fixed. My bill is normally $58 a month. My bill went from last year in August, from $58 to $2,900. So I don't have a leak. And my bill never was there until they put the meter in the ground out there. Then all of a sudden, the bill was sky high.
Can you give your address?
124 Pinecrest Street.
Right, okay. 6.
And for the last 2 months, I haven't even got a bill at that address.
Can you verify your address again?
My what?
Your address?
124 Pinecrest Street.
and you haven't received a bill in 2
Mine
months?
the last 2 months, I have. And I'm at that same address, and I've been there 10 years. And even if it was $1,000 in August of last year, it should be $2,900 now. And my bill was never $58. And I fixed the leak, and Fred came back out and checked it again, and there was no leak.
When did you have the leak again? Or when did
In
they say?
August of last year.
Did you
Of
come,
last year.
did you come to City Hall and speak to some of the city
Yes,
hall?
I did, I spoke to Joanne.
And that's when and that's when she sent Fred out. And that's when they told me the leak was. So I got the leak fixed. So my bill jumped from August that time to $2,900 a month.
She was on that,
And I never had any problems with that until they put that meter in that ground out there. And I've been there 10 years and my bill never been this high.
So, ma'am, thank you for bringing this matter to our attention. I will have staff go out and look at that meter. You mentioned you brought this to their attention last August. Have you, and you don't have to say the dollar amount, but have you made a payment? Have you been making?
I haven't, because every time I went there, they say the bill was still going up. So what's the purpose of paying the bill and the bill is still going up? It was $1,000 in August. And I know I didn't have a leak then, because the leak had gotten fixed. I mean, I'm saying it's an old house, but still, you know. And when they put that meter in that ground, looked like my bill steady going, just steady going up and up and up. And I only work one job, so August the 1st, I will have $1,500. And then $1,500 at the end of the month. I'm a single person.
So if we could talk offline to see what accommodation we can do, I'll be definitely, Mr. Mayor and council, willing to work with our resident. As far as, some type of payment arrangement and some type of payment, we can talk offline about that.
I can do that.
Thank you, ma'am.
can we talk about mine?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, yes, ma'am.
But I don't want nobody to say I don't want you paying my bills. But if you can't afford it, you just can't afford it.
I think so where we are now with, City Manager, you open that door about talking offline.
Well, the reason why I brought it up, Mr. Mayor, excuse me, when she said the meter, that brought my attention is if the meter is damaged, as you said, that's on our end, we need to address that, if it's on our end, something wrong with the meter.
I just don't want us to have 3,800 meetings.
We're gonna
How
check.
you can't even see the meter? If you go out there, you can't even see the meter. So you don't know what the meter is doing. So I don't know how much I've been on accurate reading, I don't know.
Well, it should be read by satellite.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how you make it there.
Yes, it should be.
But I've been out there, I don't know how they do it. Because the meter is all plugged up.
That's fine. Yes, sir.
Can I ask a quick question? How often do they service the new digital meters that were put in throughout the city?
That was just serviced last year.
That they go to each address that is receiving services and check.
That's our utility clerk, so she can tell you exactly. That's why I'm letting her answer the question.
She said, oh, well, September last year. So when did that notification go out that they were doing that service? Because mine, I haven't seen anybody, and the security cameras haven't picked up anybody checking mine.
It wasn't, like publicized that they're coming out service, but it was publicized that some, if they saw a van or something at their house or in their meter, that it was like, it wasn't like, it was like, where you.
So in other words, that they didn't check every meter that was being serviced in Greensboro.
Yeah, every.
Because mine, the security camera is pointing, directly at where the meter is, and it's right next to the driveway, and anybody that comes to the driveway, I will see.
Well, that is contracted out, so let us say they were supposed to check every meeting.
I
And
think
it wasn't our city.
on services, we need to make sure all the dumps in a row on the city side, so the city won't end up with lawsuits and.
Well, again, I say that we contracted out through that service provider.
Well, if that service provider is not following, then that's the city's responsibility to follow, right?
But we don't know unless you come and tell us, like
I'm
you
telling
just
you
did.
now, It's on record, I made it clear, nobody served my address
Okay,
in September of last year.
so we'll check on that. Yes. Any more comments coming from the public? Anything else to say?
No, I just would like to add that our neighboring city, Union Point, their payment due is on the 10th of the month. Their citizens must pay by the 20th, and if it's not paid by the 20th, they're disconnected on the 21st. So, and I bring that up to say that while there might be some things we need to look into as far as the meter and things of that nature, we've been very lenient as far as this process. We do have an operation that we must run, and we need to make sure that we are receiving our payments.
Thank you. We'd like to thank you all so much for coming out and sharing your concerns about this matter. At this time, I entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Motion.
Second. It's been seconded. Any further discussion? No further discussion. All those in favor, let it be known by the right. Thank you so much.